G'day everyone, Callaway here, back with another video, and today is part 2 of the mini series Dead Body Road from Skybound and Image from Justin Jordan and Matteo Scalera. I must say the art is growing on me. It's not really my thing, but it is growing on me a little bit. Like I do like the art a little bit better now. Now that I've got it in physical form, but let's get on with it. So I'll link issue 1 review in the description, but issue 1 was about a cop. His wife was killed during a bank robbery, and he goes looking for the man responsible. And he finds out that it was a crew of 7 bank robbers led by a guy named Lake and a hacker who, while the crew rob the bank and steal the cash, he hacks the servers in the bank and takes all the bank account numbers from all the clients. That way they get more money. And then by the time they realise it wasn't just a physical bank cash robbery, they've actually stolen all the bank accounts. Everyone else has lost their money. So let's get into it. Issue 2 picks up from that. So in issue 1, we found out that the hacker that hacked the bank accounts, he had the card reader of all the bank accounts, and when the robbery went bad and people died, he done a runner with the bank account details. So the crew was after him, as well as the cop whose wife died. So at the end of issue 1, the hacker had been killed, and his wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever she was on the run. She was hiding from the crew. So we open it up and we get this killer first page. Like I really like this page. You see, this is the cop here. He's obviously just buried the dead hacker in the desert. He didn't kill him, but he was there when he died. So you get this nice shot, just the desert and just him walking towards the camera. For one thing I found was really funny was this panel here. I'll try and get. He's drinking a bottle of water or whiskey or something or soda, but there's nothing coming out of the bottle. I found that really funny that he's either finished everything and he's putting the bottle down, but the bottle is nowhere near his face or his mouth, but there's nothing coming out of the bottle. I don't know why, I just found that funny. So anyway, keep going on, and this is Rachel. So this is the hacker's girlfriend that's on the run. So she's got the card reader that the hacker took. So the crew of bank robbers are after her for the bank reader. These are 2 of the men in the crew. She's just come out of the bathroom. At this point, she doesn't know that her boyfriend, husband, has died. She thinks he's still alive, hiding. They're going to go on the run, start a new life with the money they can get from the bank accounts, and live happily ever after. She walks out of the bathroom, and these 2 guys are in the table. They're like, "Sit down, have a seat." So they're talking, and one of the guys goes, "Let me make this clear. You are a million miles from nowhere. Even if you get that waitress's attention and tell her to call the cops, they aren't coming. There is no goddamn cavalry, and I will put a bullet in your head and drag you out of this place." And she's like, "Please, where's Jimmy?" Jimmy was the hacker. "Dunno. I guess he's probably rotting in the desert somewhere right about now." So then she's here, she starts crying. And he's like, I'd save the crying for when you're going to need it. Now here's my best offer, going only fucking once. You tell me where it is, because I know you aren't stupid enough to have it here. I go and get it, and you have a nice sit down with Mr. Moore until I tell him to walk away, or I can have him persuade you. And then you get this creepy guy, he gets a tongue out, and he's like, "And you got no idea how persuading I can be." And she's like, "Aye." And she's like, "Don't know how stupid you think I am." And he's like, "There's the Rachel I know. I figured the teary-eyed lover was just a put on." And she's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." And they're like, how exactly do you figure that? And we got the waitress here with the. You can see she's coming in the table with the broom. So this woman Rachel knocks her plate off the table, and causes a scene with the waitress to get it so that she gets out of the way. She gives this guy an elbow and breaks his nose, and she does a runner into the bathroom and jumps out the bathroom window, and the big guy goes after her, the one that was threatening her, and he gets stuck in the window. And so then, as she's out, she whacks it as he's trying to get out the window. She whacks him with a lump of 2x4, and the other guy's got a gun to her, and does the usual threatening stuff. You ain't going nowhere. Da 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 da. And we get the cop. The cop comes on the scene and ends up behind, and he says, "Don't move." And he says, "I think you got me at a bit of a disadvantage." And the cop says, "Yeah, that's the idea, Ray. That's the idea. Rachel, you're Rachel, right? Move away from this asshole, please." So they exchange words, and he distracts her, and he must look back at the cop, and she hits him or throws something in his face, and he goes to shoot but misses, and then the cop blows him away with a shotgun. So that's that guy dead. He's gone. He's out. And then we get this guy. He's finally finally crept out the window. Finally fit through, and he said that word. I don't really want to say that word online. And he's on the ground. He's trying to reach for his shotgun. He's like, "I think that's a fucking enough of that." And he says, "Vests won't save you from a bullet to the head." And then the Rachel behind him picks up the gun from the dead guy and puts a bullet through the back of his head. So that was a typical scene. Saw that sort of coming. So then we get a couple of pages here of the cop introducing himself to Rachel, and he tells her that her husband Jimmy is dead, and they wouldn't be looking for her if he was still alive. So they figure out, and they end up going in, and they check into a hotel, and they go through back and forth. They talk about what they were going to do when they leave, what they're going to do with the money, and she's asking him, "Well, why are you after them? Why do you want to kill them?" And he's like, "I want to kill every one of them." And she's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because they killed my wife." So she's like, "Why do this?" And he's like, "I have to." And she's like, "That's not an answer. I have to do this. Lake and them, they won't ever stop coming. I don't have the resources I need to run from them. I don't even have a better option than to come with you." So she's talking about here killing them. So she wants to kill them because they're always going to come after her. She hasn't got the resources to hide and disappear. So the only way for her to have her freedom is by killing them. And she's like, "So what's why are you after them? Why do you want to kill them?" And he's like, "I have to. My wife died. They killed her. I need to kill them." And I like this line. The next line is actually quite emotional. And she's like, "Do you think it will help? Do you think killing them will stop the hurting?" And he's like, "No." And then she's like, "Wonderful." That was interesting, So he's like, he's only doing it for revenge. He's not doing it because he thinks it's going to make him feel better. He's doing it just because they killed his wife and he wants revenge. So I kind of like that, where you get some stories and you get the, she wouldn't want this, don't do it to make yourself feel better. It's not going to make you feel better. Whereas I found just in that couple of panels, it sets up that he's not doing it because he wants to feel better. He's doing it because he knows he wants revenge. He doesn't care about anything else. Like, he's just, "You killed my wife, I'm going to kill you." I like that part where, it's not the typical where revenge and justice isn't the same thing and da 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 da. It's like, I know it's not going to bring her back. I know it's not going to feel any better, but you killed my wife, so I'm going to kill you. He's hurting. He's hurting, so he's just going to kill him. And so they check into a hotel and they have a bit of a conversation about her doing a runner and don't run, You know, if he handcuffs her to the car while he goes, because he's got to go to the supermarket, and he's wondering if he's got the handcuffs, and she's like, "You going to use them?" And he's like, "Not if I don't have to." And he's like, "If I handcuff you to the car, am I going to come back from the supermarket and have the steering wheel missing and have the car getting ready to be sold for parts because you stripped it and run?" So, and she's like, "No, I'm not going to do that." And he's like, "Right." So here's the key to the bedroom. It's 112 at the end. Go and wait till I get back. And they open the door, and we get this guy. "Hi, Orson. Took your damn sweet time getting here." Now, this guy was the torturer in issue 1. So when the guy was being tortured in issue 1, that's who this guy was. So I look forward to reading number 3 to find out more about this guy. And yeah, that's the end of the book. I like this issue. I'm actually liking the story. It's really good. And the art is growing on me. So Skip, you'll be happy. The art's growing on me. Yeah, good story, great read. Dead Body Road, I recommend it. It was written in 2014, 6-issue miniseries, and yeah, guys, definitely check it out. I've got the next 4 to read and review, so I'll put them up. I'll put issue 1 review in the description, and yeah, guys, definitely check it out. Comics with Callaway, like, subscribe to the channel, helps bring views, and thanks for the support, and see you with the next one. See you guys.